Okay, I wanted to make a quick video. And the title of the video is probably called Stop Putting Narcissists on a Pedestal. They have low self-esteem and they're pathetic, right? It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty comprehensible. But I want to break it down because what I tend to notice is that when people share their narc stories, they create these, like, the way they describe the narc is like this mystic being who goes down on everyone that they meet, and this like evil villain in a superhero movie, right? The vitriol, the fantasy, like you're pumping them up, right? Let me tell you what a narcissist is, right? I'm not a psychologist or a psychoanalyst, okay? But in my terms, how I decipher a narcissist may help someone else, right? A narcissist is a person who has low self-esteem to the point they have to spend their time, their energy, their money, and other resources to find somebody to groom to make them feel good about themselves. However, this person strongly identifies with the ego, which, if you know anything about the ego is this small. But the ego likes to puff itself up. But the ego is similar to a water bottle with a hole at the bottom. As much as it's getting filled up, it drains down. You know what I'm saying? So a person who's a narcissist, right, constantly has to have their ego stroked to feel good about themselves. And a narcissist doesn't just go around and, you know, hey, can you tell me something good about myself? They take time and effort to find somebody. That's pathetic. When you think about it, that's pathetic. Out of all things you could be doing, you could be working on your self-esteem, you could be going to therapy, you can go to the gym, you could read a book, you can go play video games. You added all your time. You're gonna find somebody to make you feel good about yourself. When you look at a narcissist like that don't give superpower. That don't give super being. That don't give evil villain. That gives a person who has such low self-esteem that they're willing to mess somebody else up. When you think about it like that, you don't feel as bad, do you? You don't feel bad. Why would you feel bad? Why would you feel bad about somebody that got to take time and energy and all their brain power to find someone that feel good about themselves because they can't self-validate themselves? When you realize that, all narcissists have the same type of patterns. They can't stay alone. They can't be alone. Okay? They constantly need someone to make them feel good about themselves, to complain to. It's like when you think about it like that, it doesn't give you, oh, he's a villain or she's a villain or she's a bad person. To me, when I think about the people that I met that were narcissists, I feel bad for them. Because it's like, you have to really do this. You have to go find somebody that is probably a decent person that probably got their own psychological issues and mess them over because you're so hurt. It's like a bully complex. The bully who is bullying kids, but they getting their ass whooped at home, or they're getting picked on themselves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people unknowingly project their insecurities onto others. And that is the biggest problem in human society. You project your feelings and your behaviors and your thoughts onto others because you don't want to deal with yourself. Okay? And I used to be much like that. That's how I know. I was talking to one of the former narcissists that I knew, right? And obviously this person, looking back, they were very insecure. It was very obvious. They were big, really huge. They were bald, and you know, they had a small PP, right? So obviously they were really insecure. I remember I called that person out, and he said, everyone has a little bit of a narcissist in them. And at first I was mad about it because I was like, you're not even showing up more. But he's right. Everybody looks for validation outside of themselves. That's what a narcissist does. Goes beyond measure to get validation. When you look at it like that, it is pathetic. Narcissists look for people with low self-esteem, low validation, or needs validation that has issues. And also people with no boundaries. Those are narcissists' favorite type of people. A narcissist is not going to deal with somebody that love themselves and have boundaries. Why would they? They're not going to get what they need, which is validation and compliments and love, because they can't do it for themselves. When you really learn how to transmute all your feelings and all the bad crap that happened to you, and you learn to see it objectively and for what it is, it doesn't make you feel bad. It don't make me feel bad. Oh, you gotta go find several people to make you feel good at once because you don't feel good about yourself. And mind you, this person was in their 30s. Everyone does have a bit of a narcissist in them. The only way to truly be able to be a strong person and to move any way you want and to be happy is to keep your individuality at all costs. And only, or for the most part, try to only get self-esteem and validation from yourself. And once you can do that, you can accomplish anything. Because people, just like a narcissist looks for somebody that can give him or her something, which is validation. A victim, which I had a victim mentality, looks for somebody to control them and use them. But when you have a good self-esteem about yourself, you won't be a victim or a narcissist. You'll just be who you are. And that's how you don't get played. Everybody's like, there's no way not to get played. There's no way not to, not to get your heart broke. There is. When you can sustain yourself emotionally, mentally, and psychologically, and spiritually. When you get most of your validation from yourself, based off because you live and breathe every day, not because of how you look, not because if you got 6 degrees, not because if you work at a corporate, it's because you just exist. When you learn to get that, you can't get played. Because your ignorance is their power. But once you have that power, and once you get smart and open your mind, they have no power. That's why narcissists leave. And if you really want to be honest, that's why narcissists come back, because they need that fix again. I don't believe in giving narcissists any emotion, no energy. In fact, don't cry, because they love that. Don't get mad. Don't curse them out. Don't do nothing. If a narcissist reach out to you, or they want to come back and spin the block, don't even reply. Give them the least amount of attention as possible, because they get off on that. So don't stop feeling bad about yourself. Stop feeling bad. Stop beating yourself up about it, and realize that a narcissist just really hate themselves so much they gotta find somebody. Because baby, a narcissist don't ever stop until they get help, and most of them don't, because they don't think they need it until they end up dead and alone by themselves because they tried to use people to make them feel good. Because I promise you, a narcissist, it don't matter. Every person that dealt with a narcissist woke up. Whether it was in 6 months, whether it was in 6 years, whether it was in 6 weeks, whether it was in 6 days, everybody wakes up. If you're dealing with a narcissist, don't even say, I'm done with you because you're a narcissist. Just leave, block them. That tears them up inside, because they need your energy. They need you. You don't even need them. They need you. Okay? Stop feeling bad.